Hey, just doing a quick recording to show what I did while at the game jam. Cough. Yeah. Um. Yep. So the main team I was helping were people working on a sort of underwater steampunky Cthulhuian thingo. So the main things I did is I worked on some lit particle systems, so affected by lighting. Worked on the look for the underwater area, and implemented I think already existing volumetric lighting solution. So we'll start with just like the water stuff. It's pretty basic. I got some basic models out here. So this is the underwater area. Quickly auto retopoed things from 3D Coat. Looked up into like these sort of alienish concepts for these geothermal vents. You can see out here. The cool thing I mainly spent time on was this window shader. So the shader actually depending on the depth you're looking at, tint something more and more, so to give that sort of deep, dark sort of sea effect. Um, and you can look at the shader here. So it's got a basic set of PBR things, but then you've got like depth blending, so you can determine like how far away is like the maximum distance to actually blend to the final color, and it's sort of tweaking the opacity of the window to give that sort of look. You can determine like how much contrast, so like how sharp the definition of like um, where it is from like what it actually looks like to the dark setting you've got. Um, Depth also affects like the refraction, so you've got like a masked refraction going on. You've got like this ripply sort of water feel. I could make that sort of more extreme. I should have like a bigger one where it's more wishing over the excuse me, wishing over the window. I should probably like do some world space particles for like the water as well. But yeah, it's got the refraction there that gets more intense as stuff is further away. And there's like a mask around the edges, so if you move the camera back, um, you can sort of see that it's not as refracted here on the edges, and it actually gets more refracted as you get into the scene. And there's sort of with the mask as well, it adds like extra warping, so there's sort of a weird feeling to like going past the window, looking up in the top right here, where it warps around. Um, the vents are actually also using some of the lit particle stuff I'm using. So if you have a look here, you can see that's pretty dark. I'm going to bring this light over, which has the volumetric lighting, sourced from an open source GitHub thing. And you can see, like, as I bring the light over, it's going to light up this sort of like steam leak that I made. You can change the color, so it's like green or red. I'm not actually sure if any of this stuff ended up getting implemented in the students project that I was helping, because they were using a different version of Unity, and some of the stuff ended up being a little bit incompatible. But it was fun to make. You can see it like half lit, the steam here. That stuff's cool. And this volumetric lighting solution is really nice, but I can't take credit for that. I just put it in the project. It had some weird problems, specifically with depth blending and affecting the way that I did the window stuff. So you can see if the light actually comes against the window there, it gets a bit weird. I don't actually know if that's the volumetric lighting to blame or just the lighting and my shader on the window. I think it might be my shader. Yeah, so stuff gets a bit bright because of how I set up that shader to the depth blending and changing color. So lighting a window actually lights all of the background, which is a bit weird. Yeah, more I could probably do there. So if I made the actual window affected less by lighting, that actually fixes that up quite a bit. But then the volumetric is then again an actual more of a problem there. But yeah, that was cool. I had fun working on this. It's sort of meant to be like a Cthulhu thing, walking in the background. I sort of put that red bloomy thing there. Like, I don't think Cthulhu is going to be red and bloomy, but it's going to like represent the sort of distance I was thinking something would be at. Yeah, I saw.